The bedroom is a unique space in every home, one that holds a special place in our lives as a sanctuary for rest and renewal. According to Buddhist teachings, the energy within a bedroom is meant to be calm, pure and undisturbed, creating an environment where the mind, body and soul can rejuvenate. This space is not merely a room with a bed, it is a sacred retreat where we let go of the burdens of the day, quiet our thoughts and embrace stillness. It is in this space that we find the solitude to reconnect with our inner selves, free from the distractions and chaos of the outside world. However, the energy within a bedroom is delicate and can be easily influenced by the objects we place in it, especially items that carry emotional weight, like family photos. At first glance, it may seem natural to adorn our bedroom walls or bedside tables with pictures of loved ones. After all, these images remind us of the people we hold dear, offering a sense of connection and comfort. Yet, what we often fail to recognize is the subtle energy these photos emit and the way they can affect the tranquility of this sacred space. Every photo holds more than just the memory of a moment. It carries the emotions, experiences, and even unresolved energies associated with the people and times it represents. In Buddhism, it is understood that these energies, while not tangible, can influence the vibrational harmony of a space. Imagine lying in bed at night, seeking peace and rest, but surrounded by images of loved ones. Each photo might trigger a memory, a joyful celebration, a moment of sadness, or perhaps a conflict that was never fully resolved. These memories, even when not actively thought about, contribute to a subtle, energetic presence in the room. The bedroom, meant to be a place of detachment and inner calm, becomes filled with these external energies, creating an invisible clutter that hinders true relaxation. I once met a woman who struggled with chronic insomnia, waking each night with her mind racing despite her efforts to find peace. She described her bedroom as a comforting space, decorated with photos of her children, parents, and late husband. Yet, there was a palpable energy in her room, as though the emotions tied to those images filled the air. When I visited her home, I gently explained what Buddhist teachings suggest about the purpose of the bedroom and how it should be a space solely for her own renewal. Reluctantly, she agreed to experiment by removing the photos from her bedroom and placing them in a shared family space instead. Within days, she reported a profound change. Her sleep deepened, her mind felt quieter, and for the first time in years, she woke feeling refreshed. She realized that, while she cherished her family deeply, her bedroom was a space that needed to reflect her own energy alone, free from the vibrations of others. This understanding is deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy, which emphasizes the importance of honoring the energy of every space. The bedroom, in particular, is seen as a place where the soul renews itself each night. When we sleep, we detach from the world temporarily, leaving behind the stresses, worries, and attachments of our daily lives. To support this process, the space where we rest must remain free of external influences. Photos, even those filled with love, tether us to relationships and emotions that can disrupt the inner stillness required for profound rest. They act as subtle reminders of the external world, drawing our attention away from the serenity we seek in the bedroom. Some images may even evoke a mix of emotions, such as nostalgia tinged with sadness or joy intertwined with longing. These feelings, though not always at the forefront of our consciousness, can linger in the space, preventing us from fully letting go. In Buddhist teachings, the concept of satori, a moment of deep understanding, often includes recognizing the need for simplicity and clarity in our surroundings. The bedroom is not merely a physical space, but a spiritual refuge, a place where we disengage from the complexities of life and reconnect with the essence of our being. By clearing the room of external energies, including those carried by family photos, we create an environment that supports this essential process. This does not mean we must abandon the love we feel for our family or the memories captured in those photos. Instead, it is about acknowledging that each space in our home has a unique purpose and energy. The bedroom is a space for individual renewal, a personal sanctuary where the energy must reflect and nurture our own spirit. By moving family photos to other parts of the home, we honor both the memories they hold and the purpose of the bedroom. The woman I mentioned earlier described the experience as transformative. Without the emotional weight of the photos in her bedroom, she found herself able to rest more deeply and wake with a sense of clarity she hadn't felt in years. Her love for her family remained unchanged, but her understanding of how to honor her own energy deepened. In the quiet of the bedroom, free from the vibrations of others, she rediscovered a profound sense of peace. This simple yet powerful shift embodies the wisdom of Buddhist teachings. To create harmony within, we must first create harmony in the spaces around us. The kitchen, often regarded as the heart of the home, is a space of profound transformation. It is where raw ingredients are brought together and, through the alchemy of fire, turned into nourishing meals that sustain both body and spirit. In Buddhist teachings, the kitchen is not just a physical space for cooking, but a powerful energetic center where elements come together in a delicate balance. The energy here is dynamic, driven by the fire that symbolizes both creation and chaos. This duality makes the kitchen a vibrant but turbulent space, filled with movement, heat, and constant change. Family photos, laden with emotional energy and memories, can struggle to coexist in such an environment. Each photo is more than just an image. It is a vessel that holds the emotions, love, and connections tied to the people it represents. When these photos are placed in a space as energetically charged as the kitchen, their emotional resonance can be disrupted, creating a subtle but impactful imbalance. I recall the story of a man who adored his late mother and kept a photo of her in his kitchen, positioned prominently above the stove where he prepared meals every day. The photo held deep significance for him, as his mother had been a gifted cook, and seeing her image inspired him to carry on her legacy in the kitchen. Initially, the photo brought him comfort and a sense of connection to his mother's memory. But over time, he began to notice subtle changes in his relationship with the space. The kitchen, once his favorite room, began to feel heavy and chaotic. Cooking, which had been a source of joy, became a stressful task, and he often felt uneasy while preparing meals. Despite his best efforts, the dishes he prepared seemed to lack the warmth and satisfaction they once brought. Intrigued by the shift, he sought advice from a Buddhist teacher who explained the nature of the kitchen's energy and the role of fire within it. The teacher gently pointed out that while the photo was a beautiful tribute, the energy of fire, with its transformative but chaotic nature, could interfere with the emotional stability held within such a meaningful image. In Buddhist philosophy, fire represents both creation and destruction. It is a force of profound change, capable of turning raw into cooked, cold into warm, and even darkness into light. Yet this powerful element also carries the potential for imbalance if not respected. The kitchen, dominated by this element, becomes a microcosm of fire's energy, constantly moving and shifting. When a family photo is placed in this environment, it becomes subject to the same chaotic vibrations, which can distort the emotional energy it carries. The man, following the teacher's advice, decided to move the photo to a more tranquil part of the house. A quiet corner in his living room bathed in soft light. The difference was almost immediate. The heaviness he had felt in his kitchen lifted, and cooking regained its sense of joy and purpose. Meanwhile, the photo of his mother, now in a calm and stable environment, seemed to radiate a new sense of warmth. He found himself feeling closer to her memory in this serene space, untainted by the kitchen's energetic turbulence. This experience illustrates a fundamental principle in Buddhist teachings. Every space in the home has its unique energy, and aligning objects with their appropriate environments is key to maintaining harmony. The kitchen, with its fire-driven energy, is a place of transformation where raw materials become nourishment, but it is not an ideal space for items that require emotional stability and calm. Family photos, which represent cherished memories and emotional connections, need environments where their energy can remain intact and undisturbed. Placing them in the kitchen exposes them to the intense and fluctuating energy of fire, heat, and movement, potentially disrupting the serene vibrations they hold. The kitchen's purpose is creation, a process that is inherently active and sometimes chaotic. This energy is vital for the act of cooking, but can be overwhelming for objects steeped in emotional significance. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of balance in all things, and the home is no exception. Each object within a home carries its own energy, and where we place these objects can either enhance or disrupt the overall harmony of the space. In the case of family photos, their placement should be thoughtful, ensuring they are in environments that honor the emotional connections they represent. The kitchen, while vital and dynamic, is best reserved for the transformative energy of fire and the culinary creativity it fuels. By moving emotionally significant items like photos to calmer spaces, we allow both the kitchen and the photos to fulfill their purposes without interference. The man's story serves as a reminder that even small adjustments in our living spaces can lead to profound changes in the energy of our homes and our lives. By understanding the unique energies of different rooms and respecting the natural flow of these spaces, we can create a home that nurtures not only our physical well-being, but also our emotional and spiritual balance. The bathroom, though often overlooked in discussions about energy and harmony within the home, holds a profound symbolic significance in Buddhist teachings. It is a space of cleansing and release, a place where we rid ourselves of what no longer serves us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Every time water flows from a tap or cascades from a showerhead, it carries away impurities, allowing us to emerge renewed and refreshed. This process of purification is essential, and the energy within a bathroom reflects this transient and transformative purpose. However, the delicate balance of the bathroom's energy can be disrupted when we place emotionally significant objects, such as family photos, within its walls. These photos, which carry the weight of memories, emotions, and deep personal connections, are not suited to the transient energy of a bathroom. Water, as a purifying force, symbolizes the flow of life and the impermanence of all things, a reminder that everything must eventually be released. Introducing emotionally charged objects into this space creates a conflict between the bathroom's purpose of detachment and the photo's role as a tether to emotional connections. I recall the story of a woman who kept a cherished photo of her late father in her bathroom. She had placed it there as a source of comfort, finding solace in seeing his face each morning as she prepared for the day. At first, this small gesture brought her a sense of closeness and continuity, but over time, she began to feel an inexplicable unease in the space. The bathroom, once a place of calm reflection and release, started to feel heavy and overwhelming. When she shared this with a Buddhist teacher, she was gently reminded that the bathroom's energy is one of letting go. It is a space where the flow of water mirrors the process of releasing the old to make way for the new. By placing a photo so laden with emotional significance in this environment, she was unknowingly creating an energetic imbalance, mixing the forces of attachment and detachment in a way that disrupted the natural harmony of the space. Upon moving the photo to a more serene and stable location, she noticed an immediate shift. The bathroom regained its role as a sanctuary for cleansing and renewal, while the photo, now in a place of calm and light, seemed to radiate a renewed sense of peace and presence. This experience underscores a key principle in Buddhist teachings. Every space has a specific purpose and energy, and aligning the objects within that space to its natural flow is essential for maintaining balance. Bathrooms are places of transition where we engage in acts of purification and renewal. Family photos, which anchor us to memories and emotions, create an energetic contradiction when placed in such a space. The water, carrying away what is no longer needed, contrasts with the emotional weight of the photo, which holds onto connections and moments from the past. This creates a subtle but significant tension, leaving the bathroom feeling energetically imbalanced. By respecting the bathroom's role and keeping it free of emotionally charged objects, we allow its energy to flow freely, supporting the cleansing and renewal it is meant to provide. The main entrance of a home, on the other hand, serves as a threshold between the external world and the inner sanctuary of our living space. It is a place of transition where energies from outside merge with those within. In Buddhist philosophy, this space holds great importance as the point where we leave behind the chaos and distractions of the outside world to enter a realm of peace and refuge. However, this constant movement of energy makes the entrance a delicate and dynamic space, one that requires careful attention to maintain balance. Family photos filled with the emotional energy of love, connection, and memory are highly sensitive to the fluctuating energies of the entrance. Placing them here exposes these cherished symbols to the turbulence of external energies which can disrupt their emotional stability and the harmony they represent. I once heard the story of a man who had placed a large framed photo of his family on the wall opposite his front door. The photo was a beautiful symbol of his love and pride for his family, meant to greet him and his guests as they entered his home. Yet over time, he began to feel a subtle discomfort whenever he walked through the door. Despite the welcoming image of his loved ones, the entrance felt unsettled, as if it carried the stress and tension of the outside world into his home. When he sought guidance from a Buddhist teacher, he was advised to reconsider the placement of the photo. The teacher explained that the entrance of a home is a place of constant energy exchange. Every time the door opens, it not only allows people to enter, but also invites in the energetic residue of their day, emotions, stress, and external vibrations. By placing a family photo in this transitional space, he was subjecting the emotional energy of the image to these unstable forces. The man decided to move the photo to a quieter, more intimate part of his home, away from the entryway's constant activity. The change was immediate. The entrance regained its sense of calm, serving as a neutral gateway rather than an emotionally charged space. Meanwhile, the photo, now in a serene location, seemed to radiate warmth and love in a way that had been missing before. This story highlights the importance of understanding the unique energy of the main entrance and its role as a portal between the external and internal worlds. In Buddhist teachings, the entrance should remain clear and uncluttered, allowing energy to flow smoothly without interference. Family photos, which hold deep emotional significance, are best placed in areas of the home where the energy is stable and serene, ensuring that their emotional resonance is preserved. By keeping the entrance free of such objects, we protect both the harmony of the home and the integrity of the memories these photos represent. Through thoughtful placement and an awareness of the energy within each space, we can create a home that supports both our physical well-being and our spiritual growth, allowing every room to fulfill its intended purpose with clarity and balance. High traffic areas in a home, such as hallways, staircases, and corridors, are often bustling with movement, filled with the energy of people coming and going. These spaces are essential for the flow of daily life, acting as the arteries of a home, but in Buddhist teachings, they are also areas where energy is in constant motion. This perpetual movement creates an environment of agitation and instability, which can significantly influence the objects placed within these spaces. Family photos, imbued with emotional significance and representing cherished memories, require stability and calm to maintain their positive resonance. Placing them in high traffic areas exposes them to the chaotic energy of frequent movement, diluting their emotional impact and disrupting the harmonious flow they are meant to bring. I recall the story of a woman who had lined the walls of her home's main hallway with framed family photos. These images, representing birthdays, weddings, and vacations, were a gallery of her most treasured moments. Yet, over time, she began to feel an odd sense of stress whenever she walked through the hallway. The space, meant to evoke joy and connection, seemed to carry a restless energy that left her feeling unsettled. When she shared this experience with a Buddhist practitioner, she was encouraged to reflect on the energy of the hallway itself. The practitioner explained that the constant movement in high traffic areas stirs the energy of the space, creating turbulence that can affect the objects placed there. Photos, which hold emotional energy, become overwhelmed by this agitation, losing their ability to radiate the peace and love they represent. Following this advice, the woman decided to move her photo gallery to a quieter area of her home, a small sitting room where the energy was more stable and serene. The transformation was remarkable. The hallway, now free of the photos, felt lighter and less oppressive, while the sitting room took on a warm and inviting atmosphere, enhanced by the presence of her cherished memories. Every time she entered the room, she felt a sense of calm and connection, as though the photos were finally in a space where they could truly shine. This shift illustrated the importance of aligning objects with the energy of their surroundings. In high traffic areas, the energy is in constant motion, like a river that never stops flowing. This dynamic environment is not conducive to the emotional stillness that family photos require. Instead, these spaces are best kept free of emotionally charged objects, allowing the energy to move freely without interference. By reserving family photos for calmer areas of the home, we preserve their emotional resonance and ensure that the memories they hold remain a source of comfort and inspiration. Similarly, enclosed or dark spaces within a home, such as closets, drawers, and storage boxes, present their own unique challenges when it comes to energy flow. In Buddhist philosophy, light is a powerful symbol of clarity, life, and the free movement of energy. Darkness, by contrast, represents stagnation, a state where energy becomes trapped and unable to flow. When family photos are stored in such spaces, hidden away from light and air, their emotional energy becomes dormant, losing the vibrancy and warmth they once held. Over time, this stagnation can create a subtle disconnection, making it harder to feel the emotional bond those photos are meant to evoke. I once heard the story of a man who had inherited a collection of family photos from his parents. These images, spanning decades, were a testament to his family's history and a source of deep personal significance. Yet after placing them in a box and storing them in a dark closet, he found himself rarely thinking about them. When he eventually opened the box years later, he was struck by a sense of distance, as though the photos had lost their emotional connection. Intrigued by this feeling, he sought guidance from a Buddhist teacher who explained the importance of light in maintaining the vitality of emotional energy. The teacher likened the photos to seeds, capable of growing and flourishing when exposed to light and air, but becoming dormant when kept in the dark. Inspired by this insight, the man decided to display the photos in a well-lit corner of his living room, where sunlight filtered in during the morning hours. The change was profound. Not only did the photos bring life and warmth to the space, but he also found himself reconnecting with the memories and emotions they represented. Each time he passed by, he felt a renewed sense of closeness to his family, as though the light had reawakened the bond he thought he had lost. This story highlights a vital principle in Buddhist teachings. Energy, like life, needs light to thrive. When we hide objects of emotional significance in dark or enclosed spaces, we prevent their energy from flowing freely, causing it to stagnate over time. Light, both physical and symbolic, brings clarity and renewal, allowing the energy of these objects to remain vibrant and alive. By placing family photos in areas where they can be touched by natural light, we honor the memories they hold and keep their emotional energy active and present in our lives. These insights remind us that every space in a home has its own energy, and the way we interact with these energies can profoundly impact our emotional and spiritual well-being. High-traffic areas and enclosed spaces, while functional, are not suited for objects that carry deep emotional significance. Family photos, as vessels of love and memory, deserve spaces that align with their purpose, areas of calm, stability, and light, where their energy can radiate freely. By thoughtfully considering the placement of these cherished items, we not only enhance the harmony of our homes, but also deepen our connection to the memories and emotions they represent. Through this mindful approach, we can create living spaces that nurture both our inner peace and the bonds we share with our loved ones, guided by the timeless wisdom of Buddhist teachings. When it comes to the best places to display family photos, the focus in Buddhist teachings is on finding locations within the home that align with the energy these cherished items require to maintain their positive resonance. Family photos are more than decorative objects. They are vessels of emotional connection, reminders of love, and symbols of shared history. To honor this significance, they need spaces where energy flows gently, calmly, and steadily, allowing their emotional vibrations to enhance the harmony of the home. The living room or dining room, often considered the heart of the home, is an ideal location for these treasured items. These areas are spaces of gathering and joy, where family and friends come together to share meals, stories, and laughter. By placing family photos in these communal spaces, we amplify their ability to strengthen bonds and create a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Imagine sitting down for a meal surrounded by images of loved ones. These photos act as silent participants, infusing the space with love and togetherness. For those who work from home, an office or workspace is another excellent choice. These areas are dedicated to focus, productivity, and personal growth. Displaying family photos here can serve as a source of inspiration and motivation, reminding you of the people you cherish and the reasons behind your hard work. Every glance at a loved one's smiling face can offer encouragement and a renewed sense of purpose. Similarly, children's rooms are perfect for family photos, as these spaces are deeply personal and formative for young minds. Placing photos in a child's room can foster a sense of security, belonging, and connection. These images serve as daily reminders of unconditional love, providing comfort and reassurance during moments of loneliness or uncertainty. In meditation or relaxation spaces, family photos can enhance the sense of peace and tranquility that these areas are designed to cultivate. When placed thoughtfully, these images can radiate a calming energy that supports mindfulness and emotional balance. Imagine sitting in a quiet corner, taking a deep breath and feeling the presence of your loved ones through their photos, creating an atmosphere of serenity and love. Hallways and low-traffic areas also offer unique opportunities to display family photos in a way that preserves their emotional resonance. Unlike high-traffic areas where energy is constantly in flux, low-traffic spaces provide a more stable environment. A gallery wall in a quiet hallway invites moments of reflection and pause, allowing you to reconnect with the memories captured in those images every time you pass by. Well-lit areas, especially those that receive natural sunlight, are particularly powerful for displaying family photos. Light is a symbol of life and clarity in Buddhist teachings, and photos exposed to light retain their vibrancy and warmth. Placing photos near windows or in spaces where they can bask in natural light enhances their positive energy and ensures that their emotional resonance remains strong. Special celebration spaces, such as a dedicated corner for birthdays, anniversaries, or other milestones, are also wonderful locations for family photos. These images amplify the joy of these occasions, serving as a testament to shared love and experiences while elevating the energy of the space. When reflecting on all the chapters, a common thread emerges, the understanding that each space in our home holds a unique energy, and the placement of emotionally significant objects like family photos must align with this energy to maintain harmony. The bedroom, as a sanctuary for rest, thrives on solitude and tranquility, making it unsuitable for the external emotional vibrations carried by photos. The kitchen, with its transformative energy of fire, is a space of dynamic movement and chaos, which can destabilize the delicate emotional energy of family photos. The bathroom, a place of cleansing and release, symbolizes detachment, making it incongruous with the emotional anchoring of these cherished images. The main entrance, as a threshold between the external and internal worlds, exposes photos to turbulent and unstable energies, diminishing their ability to provide emotional stability. High-traffic areas filled with constant motion disrupt the serenity required for photos to radiate their warmth, while enclosed or dark spaces stagnate their energy, cutting them off from the life-giving flow of light and air. The teachings across these chapters converge on a vital principle. Mindful placement of family photos is essential to preserving their emotional and spiritual significance. By understanding the unique energies of different spaces and choosing locations that nurture the calm and stability these items require, we can transform our homes into sanctuaries of harmony and love. Family photos, when placed thoughtfully, become more than mementos. They serve as anchors of positivity, radiating warmth and connection throughout the home. The conclusion to this exploration is a call to mindfulness in our living spaces, a reminder that every choice we make in arranging our homes has the power to influence our emotional and spiritual well-being. As you consider the placement of your family photos, take the time to reflect on the energy of each room and the role it plays in your life. Choose locations that honor the memories and emotions these photos represent and allow their presence to enhance the balance and harmony of your home. In doing so, you align with the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, creating a living environment that supports not only your physical comfort, but also your emotional and spiritual growth. By thoughtfully integrating these principles into your daily life, you can cultivate a home that truly nourishes the soul.